Yo, we good? Alright, y'all can hear me. I had to make sure y'all can hear me. Yo, Flute, what you on? I had to make sure they can hear me, but my motherfucking headphones kind of broke, but they still good though. So shit. Hey, I swear to God, if y'all seen the picture of my headphones right now, y'all would probably laugh at me. But hey, I don't get no fuck. I ain't finna honestly, I got like this. Cause I don't yo, CK, what you on, my boy? I don't bro, so we gotta go. We gotta come for Bro, we got a lot of work to do tonight, not gonna lie. We gotta complete this league and Silver League. Look at all these niggas already, bro. Like, man, we wanna come for this. Like 20. Let me see. If I complete these two leagues tonight, I'm gonna automatically have 60 points though. That 60 gonna put me top 60 shit. Hang on, we gotta get right into it though. That I cannot lie. We gotta get right into it. Cause I was supposed to go live yesterday, bro. I forgot that me and I ain't gonna say my friends, but me and some cool people I know, we had planned the adult field day. We planned the adult field day, and I forgot all about that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie though, we going tier 2 and tier 3 all day. Anyway, we go to tier 1. Is it like a 1 point win away? I thought he was gonna try to match up. Niggas always wanna do too much. You should just matched up. Now you finna get the belt. Who you wanna see? N number, KD number. You wanna see KD number. He gonna see KD now. Gotta hoop at the Suns as much as he can before KD leave book, man. Cool. They gave out hella what's it called today too. Hella I don't say they gave out, but some motherfuckers got sent to free agency. Some motherfuckers got big deals. There's all type of shit happening today. I ain't gonna lie. Let me put what's color right here. Nah, I don't know how, but he somehow do.
I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And it's the Suns to start out. And here's Booker. Pass to Bull. Inside.
What's your plan here?
And Booker with the jam. What a to see that kind of explosion.
Hey, as soon as y'all come in, make sure y'all hitting that like button, chat. Come on, let's get it. Let's get today going good. I missed out last night, so we here tonight. Hey, boy, don't nobody want to hear that shit, boy.
Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
This little Mike funny as hell. I swear to God, if y'all seen this shit, y'all be like, what the fuck? He do got a better paint. I thought so. Wow.
The putback. Oh, he hangs
That
in
jump
there
fucked
and
me up.
cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position.
Oh yeah, y'all want them plays more? Start them plays more? Not more, but at least switch it up. Don't find some excitement in the game, damn.
He's got 5. Outside Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Booker no good.
Oh, that was a catching issues.
Let's send it to Allie LaForce. Caught up with head coach Jason Kidd. Allie?
And KD's name came up pretty quickly. I I asked Coach about strategy for Durant, and he said, I want to get physical with him. Make sure he's not getting easy looks at the hoop and ruffle his feathers.
Just take it easy.
So the orders from the defense.
Just make it easy. Fuck, man.
Stay tough with Durant. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
Here's Irving. Bull grabs the
Not
board.
a lot.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Booker. Back to Durant.
It's off now. Oh, that should look off at least. Y'all seen that shit. That should look ugly. Like, at least everything was ugly.
Now here's Irving. It's deflected. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Bull. Outside Booker. Outside Durant. Puts up a deep three. The Mavericks pull it in. And if you look at your identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks chant the horse as near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs made Dallas is rolling out of
Another one.
iconic figures to keep that crowd on
I'm talking
fire.
positivity.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end. Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. Or lazy.
The big deal.
3.5 minutes played.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Outside Durant.
Oh,
And it's slammed in by Durant.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance. Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Washington. Yet to see a basket. Irving with it. Durant covering. Count that one.
That is the signature of Irving. He is an incredible finisher near the basket.
Pass to Durant. Takes a three. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
I'm talking about Booker and KD.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Irving for three.
I had switch as a Nick Richards get his ass on Dave Gafford. Yo, Nate, what you on? Shit, man, we finna go ahead and knock out this bronze lead and this silver lead tonight. Or at least, I know, we're definitely knocking out this bronze tonight. Probably a little bit of silver, I'm not sure yet.
Outside Booker. Unloads from 13. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron.
But we're definitely knocking this bronze out. And silver, we're going to do half of that. I ain't gonna lie, definitely. Them is for sure happening.
Washington outside.
We're going to do both of them. We're going to run tier 2 and tier 3 all night, too.
Now, BA, you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
Too late. That's easy for me to call that a string. That nigga.
A 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had...
Nobody did a fuck thing at all.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on the team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for it. An outstanding performance from Durant so far.
Oh my
But
God.
you know what? That's par for the course for him. He's just a natural scorer.
Washington outside. Outside for Irving. Fires the three.
That's what I tried to say. So I know I was on Nick, but damn, how we coming?
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it. A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Durant. Durant takes it in. Lively grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 11. Here's Thompson. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Oh, you messed up. He's about to poke that bitch.
Look, you never want to foul a jump shooter. And guys, hear me on this. I'm pretty sure Clay qualifies as a jump shooter.
So he gets them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Deal with it. Still without a bucket. And play stops. A whistle there. What looks like an illegal screen.
Springer was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials. Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Mavericks trail by 9. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expect it. Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Pass to Thompson. The three. Oh, Thompson buries the train.
Love the response from Thompson there. You knew it was going to be about payback for him.
Deal with it. And Dinwiddie picks him up defensively. Down low. Durant surveying the D. Again, the Suns good for two.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Lively. Here's Marshall. Screen by Lively. To the middle. The 6-footer. And the shot's good.
That's insane.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Here's Beal. He's scoreless. Pass to Allen. For three, Durant. KD splashes the triple.
Poetry and
That's what you was gonna leave open then. I'm fine with it too.
Let you go, that three ball's going down.
The three from Thompson. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Thompson's got 8 points here in the quarter.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Pass to Allen. Throws it up. Kevin Durant. Flying high.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
Dinwiddie outside. Here's Marshall. This one for three.
Hey, not trying to let me get out there. What the fuck? It's bad as get me to light. Oh my god.
You know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
outside Durant. He's feeling it. And another basket for Phoenix.
Well, that's virtually impossible to defend. I mean, with Durant's length, those long arms, and high arcing shot that he shoots, the best you can do as a defender is challenge him and hope he misses.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Phoenix making a switch here. Pass to Marshall. Thompson with it. Here's Marshall. Over Allen. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens. Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Booker. He's got 10 to the paint. Here's Ball.
Fuck the pump fake, I guess. What's that? Tap squat. You just tap flick squat. Try to,
That might be why their deficit is what it is
pump
right
fake.
now.
Go up.
Look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Mavericks trail
No. There get some switching going on around
and
here.
here's Exum. And the layup is
Let me
good
see
on the
what I'm gonna
glass.
put on here.
Exum's got his first bucket in this one.
Guess I have to start
When it's this
back.
close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Irving with it. Dunn in his pocket. The three from
It's
Washington.
right?
Oh, grabs the board.
Weak.
The
Alright,
Suns
bitch.
lead by 8. Here's Booker. And it's Phoenix with another.
Shooting while in rhythm. This is Booker's game. He's out here to score.
To the inside. Back to Irving. Over Dunn. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
I guess.
Irving's got 9.
And despite the defender's length, he goes
tight.
right up from the mid-range. You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
He went out. I'm trying to get a hop step, but he went out. But everybody else could do it. They hop step and they poke that. Why this shit?
First trip to
I
the
never
line.
took this $50 road. You can't take that. Have it.
Advantageous for him. You guys
Please
got
make
a
sure I do
roll,
that shot
and
to
it
this
carried
guy.
over to the rest of the team.
Anybody,
he's good on the
just
second.
please, man.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball
If
for
y'all
the
know,
Dallas
I'll
Mavericks.
try to.
They trail by 9.
Oh,
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles. And that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes,
I'm gonna say
shots
chat.
he
I
can
don't know
make,
what is going on, man.
he's
I'm not
as
missing.
elite as we've had.
I saved that. You know I'm popping that.
Let's check in with our
Two for
reporter,
$1.
Allie LaForce.
Okay.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote,
Oh,
"That's
wow.
what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the
They
fences
can
every
fake,
year.
they shot.
They're looking to go the distance."
Every year, you're right. Talent is there.
That's what I made that.
Dallas shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Second team foul. At the line for 2.
Yeah, I'm good with one.
First one falls for him. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Suns making a change here. Both free throws good from Gafford.
He know to come. He ready.
Second half of play here. 2.5 minutes passed. Pass to Richards. That one drops for them.
Come on.
And the Suns lead by 7.
Last time he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
The three for Washington. Knocks down the long J. Washington's got 5.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
Booker surveying the floor. The shot misses.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
1:49 left to play in the third. Knocks it loose. And the Suns pushing it up now. Pass to Dunn. Stolen by Davis. And now the Mavs on the run. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
13 foul.
Minute 32 left in the third. And that one's good. And now it's just a 2-point Suns lead.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success. It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Outside O'Neal. Fires from deep. And they recover it. Here's Booker. D-Book nails a tough jumper.
If there's anything Booker can't do on a basketball court, I want to know all about it, because tonight he's doing it all.
Here's Gafford. Outside for Davis. KD beasting down low.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off? This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. So it's Phoenix now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now Beal. No points yet. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Suns lead by 4. And it's the Mavericks ball. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Davis. Pass to Marshall. Thompson with it. Pounded by Beal. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Davis. And here's Lively. From the arc. Here's Davis. Irving for 3. Connects from downtown. Irving's got 9 points in the quarter.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. Phoenix out in front.
47.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game.
Yeah, I ain't even paying attention to it. I just started feeding my son and shit. I literally just seen. I'm like, what the fuck? I feel like I getting up and I'm feeding my son, but I'm good. We going back on me though.
Outside Booker. What balance from Booker.
There's nothing you can do if you're the defense. Booker is so solid at hustling shots in through contact.
Here's Lively. Cole grabs the board. Phoenix leading by 3. Durant with it. Over Irving. And it's Phoenix with another.
So smooth offensively, extremely smooth. Durant, easily one of the best scorers in NBA history.
On the wing, Davis. Shot clock at 6. Davis just merciless inside.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
There's a screen by Bowl. Outside Durant. To the paint. Puts the move on. And the layup is good by Bowl. And the Suns lead by 5.
Few players are as tall as Bowl. I think which makes him a legitimate threat to score inside almost at will.
Davis from long range. Lively. Out to Thompson. Outside Irving. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. The Suns lead by 5.
Timeout, timeout.
Timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. From the sideline.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Mike Budenholzer said to the team. Coach cautioned his team against feeling comfortable. He said the moment we take our foot off the gas, they're back in it. Let's push through the finish line. Ryan?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Thompson's shot is off. Phoenix leading by 5. Booker with it. Gafford picks him up. Tries the spin move. On the take, Booker. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Irving looking around. Knocks down the triple. Irving's got 19 points.
Kyrie, not a bad answer. He'll give you the needed hoop when you need it most.
And Booker with the jam.
Huge, man. I mean, the defense knows what Booker is capable of, but cannot get a stop.
Right side, Irving. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy. Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here's Bull. Drains the triple. Bull's got 5 points in the quarter.
For somebody like Bull to easily knock down threes, that's like having a cheat code.
Right side, Irving. Gafford up top. Dunk by Gafford.
Impressive one-hand slam right there.
And as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Booker can't get it to go.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
Here's Thompson. Ooh, Clay finds his way to the rim.
Fantastic to see Klay Thompson deliver when his team needs a basket most.
4-3. The Mavericks pull it in.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Washington with the ball. Field picks him up.
Talk about stepping up in a big way. Well, that was one thing. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Booker. offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes it difficult to defend.
Pass to Gafford. Shot from 12. Kevin Durant pulls it in. And so Durant will bring it up for Phoenix. It's a one-point game. Once again, off the mark by Phoenix. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Outside Irving. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not on the penalty just yet.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big thing.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And so it drops them both. And it's a 3-point game.
Delivering exactly what they needed from the line. He secures the 3-point lead.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, you need a three. Of course, the D will be guarding the line, but no one said it was going to be easy.
Substitution on the court.
Three-pointer, O'Neal. Oh, it's good! Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness. That's how you beat the clock.
Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Outside Durant. Out to Beal. There's the triple. He buries it from 3.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Here's Irving. There's Davis with the 3. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
When your big man can pop out and knock down the corner 3, it certainly opens up the whole offense.
Pass to Durant. KD out here flexing on people.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Irving with it. Picked up by Allen. Irving goes in. Davis from long range. Durant pulls it in.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Here's Booker. A powerful slam to Devin Booker.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
Well, I mean, the throwdown in shows are going to be paying them even more.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah. Be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Suns on deep. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Thompson outside. Back to Irving. Clock at 4. Shoots from 12. Dallas, no good that time either.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
crossover. And it's good on the layup. And it's a 6-point Suns lead.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into his shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
It's Beal on the wing. Outside Durant. It's rebounded by Dallas. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
Sends it home from three-point land.
AD is the man. Prime time play by a prime time bowler.
Outside Durant. Right side Bull. Three-pointer. Lively grabs a miss. 17 seconds left to the OT period. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play. This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
First team foul. Substitution for the Suns. Numero 0.
And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Two shots.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 3-point game. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul. Either way, they got to score the ball.
Towel sets a screen. Pass to Thompson. On the wing, Irving. Overdone. Off on that one. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. Things looked a little even for them down.
G fucking G's, man. We almost sold, but we still managed to keep the W, man. That was decent. Bro, I had to fucking start feeding my son. And shit, he just right here whining and shit. And I'm right here just trying to hoop. GG's. Close this door. Come on, man. GG's. And I was getting a little throwed off. Plus, damn, them niggas played the whole game. Then, it don't matter. Yeah, 10 free throws. What the fuck? Blazers. Ooh, Aiden a free agent. Go ahead, send him to the Warriors. Send DeAndre 80 to the Warriors. I mean, Warriors go ahead, sign him. No, they gonna do it, they gonna make it happen. Huh? They able to win, but they ain't get no point. I did able to win, but didn't get no points. Can I use my team? Can I use my team at least? What the fuck? All the bad bitches at the pod, man. Pride Parade in Chicago today. All the bad bitches there. Hey boy, get off this dope before I do something to you. Y'all, he's trying to come fuck with me, bro. Come on, man. We go for that 60 damn now. I ain't gonna lie. This nigga Taylor funny. How he's day 45 man, did some bullshit, man. He right here waking out with the cast. The folks know what's going on.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter.
Cool. Not cool at all.
Pass to Butler. Lets it go from the wing. And that's good. Off the glass that time.
Not cool at all.
Grant, what should we expect in a veteran-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
Three-pointer, Harden. The Warriors pull it in. And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Tyronn Lue.
And we spoke about how he plans to deal with the three-point king, Stephen Curry. He said the biggest challenge, honestly, it's not the shooting, it's the playmaking. Steph is an incredible passer, so you can't double team him. He'll find the open man. As always, it's not easy.
That was just insane.
And Allie, thanks. It's stolen by Curry.
I don't even supposed to lose that shit.
About a minute played here so far in the first. And the three-pointer goes.
You cannot give Curry an inch. This guy is relentless.
That shit was goofy. It's cool though. Hang on, the next one I'm on that. I ain't showing no symptom. I'm going OKC every round. I'm on that.
They got Pajimski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. They also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round, and he is a
OKC every round.
with great upside.
Might be
That's
Spurs.
fantastic execution. Jimmy Butler has excellent touch close to the rim.
On the wing, Green. Off target. That one puts the lead in double digits. And it's Leonard with the ball for the LA Clippers. Still without a basket in the game. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And stolen by Leonard to win the run. The shot that time not on target. Green with the defensive effort. Pass to Butler. This one for three. It's rebounded by Zubats.
Well, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Finally,
No contest.
a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
The three from Curry. Gets the three to fall.
You know
Curry's
how we
got
do.
6.
We gonna
Curry
send that
knows
rod.
what his team is doing to set him up. In that instance, just get him the ball in the catch-and-shoot game.
Nice shot by Harden.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
I forgot. I know I lost to the motherfucking Thunder.
The three.
I know I lost to the Thunder. I forgot who I had.
James Harden, and that's good. Harden's got his second bucket.
Everybody knows that corner three is one of the easier three-point shots. It's just slightly closer in. James Harden doesn't need a whole lot more than that.
Now you want to get him going
Oh,
as soon
wait.
as
Now I had
possible.
Rockets.
Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's Harden. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Yeah, that shit.
7 points in the game.
Yeah, James Harden's ability to finish with either hand.
Oh, yeah, I had Suns. Okay, yeah. I'm like, I know I had the Rockets. Because somebody was like, I should have won with the Rockets again.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Oh,
And that one falls for
I
Curry.
forgot about the leader.
Both teams will make
It's cool.
substitutions.
It's pretty close.
To the middle. And it's Butler with the jam.
No, he's playing computer defense.
Jimmy Butler playing along the rim. That's a statement dunk right there.
Offensive wise,
Now well into his 30s.
doing bullshit special, just going to the wing, calling for a screen at the wing, and either going to shoot that bitch or
But at the same
hitting the roll.
time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's.
Down
Which
by
I
Duke
can see
player, you know.
helping prolong his career.
Sometimes
He makes a first.
he was swinging at his outside, but other than that,
Doris looking back
weak
at
shit.
James
Then I think he had whites going too. Like, it was just all fucked up.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets.
Hey,
Came so
somebody shut that
close to
baby up.
getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston.
So it's Los Angeles now. Following the score by Golden State. And he gets it to go.
Put his hands on
Pounding it
the
inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Oh, there's the alley. And Kuminga
There's the alley.
Well, Stephen Curry, obviously an excellent distributor. He loves to make his teammates feel good.
It's stolen by Heel.
What
Going
else
all
is
the way to
funny?
the rack. We've got a 9-second
Excuse me?
difference between the shot clock and game clock. Basket counts.
He stopped
Stephen
chasing.
Curry knows
He
it's
stopped
his
fighting.
responsibility to create for his teammates, and he does so there on point.
Leonard outside. And here's Zubac's outside. Looney grabs a miss.
You real confident too shooting that. What's that about?
Curry with it. 11 points in the game. Pass to Looney. And a nice finish on the layup.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so it's the
That's why if I do start, what's it called? I said I was gonna do that with KD and shit, but I ain't done on shit. Check on shit. Come on, Chuck.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Curry rises up and hits the three.
Boy, Curry just taking over and seemingly able to get anything he wants right now.
Doris, not long ago, the Clippers were not associated with star power.
It's very true, BA, but they are now. And it's not just the talent that they have, it's the experience that their guys bring to the court. They now have a core of big-time players who've been through virtually everything in the league.
Good on the shot. Curry's got 16 points.
Wow, Buddy Hield being opportunistic on the defensive end, swiping that one away.
And it's Simmons missing.
Alright, we back. I had to go check on that baby. What we miss? Let's get right to the next game though.
We've got the Boston Celtics facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Pass to Caruso. Here's Williams. Foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game. A battle with the big men. Grab some popcorn in this face-off in the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now here's Tatum. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Alex Caruso. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. There's the three. Rebound Boston.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
White can't hit.
Yeah, he just establishes position and stands firm. That's how you earn your rebound, with strong, solid technique.
Now here's Williams. Off target with the three. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Pass to Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. It's a three-point game. Now here's Williams. To the left wing. The three from Holmgren. And the three-pointer goes.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Left side, Porzingis. And stolen by Holmgren. Right side, Williams. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy that's tough to take.
Of course, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits. From the moment Jason Tatum stepped into this league, he has been a guy who has wanted the burden offensively, and he has delivered.
Stolen by Caruso.
Excuse me.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries the spin move. Scores off the spin.
Oh shit.
Outside Holiday. Knocked loose. Here's Brown. Always a nice way to
I
start.
hate this fucking light stick. So instead of going for a strip, yeah, I'll come out for speed.
Dort for three.
Wow, god damn.
And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. The Celtics with the lead. Here's White. And Gilgeous.
The boy crazy as hell, baby.
Always competing on that end of the floor.
Pass to Brown. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Dort. Williams.
Like that would have failed.
He drains that one after two misses. Now
Oh,
one for three.
oh.
Shot
That
that
would've
Williams
failed.
continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
And let's send it over to Allen LaForce.
Why the fuck he's so far back? Is he okay?
Years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, "I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you got something."
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie.
And timing like this will serve Holmgren well.
I don't know.
At the
I
exact
forgot.
right moment for the alley-oop.
Pass to Tatum. Back to Holiday. White with it. Dort defending. Jumps up.
Come on, Lolo.
At the end of the break.
Can you buy me some Lolo?
See the combination of Lou Dort at his best. Makes the steal, gets in transition.
Can you buy me some Lolo?
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Like, you will go over that
7
towards
second
Derek White. You
difference
get
between
back.
the shot clock and the game clock. There's White. Oh, now that's how you finish a break.
You
Throw
can
it
take that
down
can
with
up out of there. They're
force.
gonna be blue.
Don't sleep
I know,
on
they
the
got that- they got
athleticism
fucking
of
two
Derek
feet.
White. How fast
The
did he
fuck?
get off his feet to punch that one home?
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Joe.
I have an axe fight. That bitch ain't even want to shoot.
To the inside. Porzingis.
Oh, you got your block.
Protected by Holmgren.
Interesting.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby
I
on
see.
defense.
Interesting.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by
Wow, wow,
Gilgeous-Alexander.
wow, wow, wow.
When he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
Now that shit was said, open,
Finisher. Nice.
open. I would have closed up.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
They've done a
Oh.
great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And he's made made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that. If you're guarding SGA in the pick-and-roll, boys, stop the ball, because otherwise Shea's going to get to where he wants to go.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Holiday. 6 to shoot. Back to Tatum. From downtown. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
OG funny as hell.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Y'all OG funny child.
Shot on the wing. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
That was just bad.
Watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end.
Stop moving the ball like that.
There is no doubt, B.A. It's 7'2". It isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Substitution here for Boston. Good on the second one. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Greg.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Now here's Caruso. He's scoreless. Wiggins outside. 6 on the shot clock. Deflected. Out to the right wing. Outside Craig. Pass to Pritchard. To the middle. Here's Hauser. The 3 from Craig. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. 3 on 3. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3. Joe's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Pritchard. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Wallace with it. Pass to Joe. Let's go with a 3. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Rejected by Holmgren. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. And the Celtics in possession here. They trail by 3. Porzingis sets a screen. Back to Pritchard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. to the wing on the left. And it's off from three-point range. So it's the Thunder now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Back to Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. The rebound, Celtics. That's tipped. And a fast break now for the Thunder. From 8 feet away. And it's Oklahoma City scoring again. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Here's Shireman. No points yet. Isaiah Joe is going to pick up the foul here. That's his first foul.
17 foul.
1:04 left in the first half of basketball. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pritchard. Williams grabs the board. And he banks in the layup. And now it's a 7-point Oklahoma City lead.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor. Unforced turnovers. He'll drive your coach insane.
On offense, here are the Thunder. They're on a 14-4 run. Pritchard gets it to go.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Pass to Wallace. Hartenstein a screen. Wiggins with it. Dort for 3. Horford pulls it in. Boston on offense. And here's Craig. Dort defending. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Now here's Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Here's Horford. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Now you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Horford. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Boy, that little bit of contact will not be enough to impede Al Horford, just powering his way through.
Pass to Wiggins. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Celtics trail by 5. Brown with it. And it's Dort picking him up. Brown inside. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Dort. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, it's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Back to Holiday. Clock at 6. The Thunder with the rebound.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Over Holiday. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Celtics trail by 5. Inside. Here's Craig. What a terrific move that is. Craig's gotten his second bucket.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Over and back. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Yes, great play by Horford to set him up. And it's now only a 1-point Thunder lead. And it's Thunder's ball. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, boys?
Well, first and foremost, GA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Boston making a switch here. Thunder leading by 3. Dort left side. Jacks up a 3. Fires hitting the triple. Dort's got 5.
Being ready on the catch, such an important skill, and Luke Dort's confidence really starting to grow.
Pass to Caruso. Williams from long range. Celtics trail by 6. Porzingis puts it on the deck. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 9.
Well, that's a strong finish right there. KP not afraid to attack the paint, scored through contact.
Drains the triple. And the Thunder lead by 7.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Floats one up. Here's Horford. Another one falls for Boston.
Well, this guy's such a polished player from this area of the floor. Al Horford, it doesn't get any easier than that one right there.
Williams with it. Now Horford defending. Going for 3. The rebound, Celtics.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Brown. And no good, trying to use the glass. And it's Caruso with the ball for Oklahoma City. Leading by 5. Williams in the post. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. Shot goes in.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
For 3, Porzingis. Caruso grabs the board. Williams in the post. And so it's Oklahoma City closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
Yeah, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Dort outside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. SGA on the move.
Just slicing his way inside, no doubt on the finish.
Porzingis for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. The 3 from Holmgren. They get it back. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over to the wing. Launches the 3. And it's Holmgren missing. Celtics trail by 10. White on the wing. Foul called on Jalen Williams. That's foul number 2 for him.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
And stolen by Holmgren.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
The pressure that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can put on a defense with his ability to drive, that quickness just a problem for defenders.
And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
Thunder leading by 12. A shot from the high post. And the jumper is on the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points here in the second half.
This guy is an absolute scorer from anywhere on the floor. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work in the mid-range.
And stolen by Williams. Holmgren with it. Now guarded by White. And the big finish by Holmgren.
That was a really nice sequence there. Just strong effort at both ends of the floor.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. From behind the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. And so Horford will bring it up for Boston. It's a 16-point game. Back to White. And stolen by Williams. Now Gilgeous-Alexander launches it. Hauled in by Brown.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Williams from long range. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Oklahoma City now. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Brown with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. And the basket is good.
How about the hands and anticipation defensively by Jaylen Brown? Part of what makes him special.
And so they foul intentionally.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
1:31 left in the 4th quarter here. Pass to Holmgren. Williams from long range. And another three for Oklahoma City.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Thunder.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Efficient productivity. You've loved what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Shot clock at 2. The rebound, Celtics. For 3, Porzingis. Rejected by Holmes.
The app shit. I'm trying to get this shit over. Can't just peep. I got hella games to win, man. I gotta just. I'm finna go play Trailblazers.
This out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. Some changes for Boston.
These type of niggas leave.
And Boston calls
what
time
to say,
here.
gang.
41 seconds
I'm going back
left
on
to
mute
play
though,
in the
chat.
fourth quarter of this one.
Cause we got a long night, but I'll respond. Y'all talk, but we got a long night, and we're really gonna be talking about the game. Cause I know probably a lot of BS gonna happen tonight. Other than that, we're gonna shit complete this lead and go at least halfway through the next lead. Shit.
.41 seconds left in the fourth. They set the screen. From deep. No good on the shot.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
You too childish for this shit, gang.
Second free throw, no good.
What we know about Lou Dort is this guy is an excellent defender. He's got size, strength, versatility. You can basically throw him at the other team's best offensive weapon night after night.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
It's an opportunity for a teaching moment. I'm sure Coach will waste no time making his points.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's.
Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Derek White.
In the fourth quarter. Back to Brown. driving in. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Don't you love how Brown just barrels into the teeth of the defense? This is a shifty forward who knows how to get to the rack.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
That free throw good from Holmgren. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Yeah, many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that.
And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. We saw.
It's be crazy, man. Just get this shit over with. Just quit, just leave. That shooting is bad. Come on, man. Child, let's hit that fucking like button. We finna go ahead, outside with a couple 2 or 3 teams. No matter who we go against, I guess, because I need these points. So let's go. We're going back on mute. Let's hit that like button.
Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Ali LaForce will be with us courtside. And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. Now here's Simons and Jalen Brunson.
That's one already. Boston, chill the fuck out.
Gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now here's Brunson. There's the drive. Banked it in off the glass.
Knifing to the rim with ease. Brunson attacks these open lanes with tenacity.
Hayden with a screen. Plenty of space. And it's New York with a rebound. Let's check in with our reporter, Ali LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's sections and keep him from his spots, guys.
Okay, thank you, Ali.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Yeah, for a center, Aiden's got a nice jumper. It's a big reason why he went first overall in the draft.
Well, the truth is, Stan, you lose a franchise legend like Damian Lillard, it really changes your identity.
Oh, it does, Brian. Their offense ran through Lillard for over a decade. Last year was almost a total reset. Now someone has to step up and be that guy.
Pass to Simons. To the right side. Three-pointer. Ayton with another miss. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. To the inside. Good.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
On the wing, Simons. Pass to Ayton. Back to Simons. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take this one from the free throw line. Jalen Brunson picks one up. It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
Abdia, left side. Out to the right wing. The three from Ayton. Portland, no good that time either. The Knicks with the lead. Bridges with it. Thibault picks him up. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
Foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Now on the floor for your
Henderson outside.
number 0. Scoop Henderson.
Shot clock at 5. And he drives in.
Yeah, love seeing the young guard Henderson take charge like this, making things happen on the drive.
Brunson on the drive. And he banks in the layup. Brunson's got 6.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Henderson. Pass to Ayton. Oh, from deep. Hart pulls it in.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Here's Kamari. Now Henderson. Down low. And stolen by Brunson. And now the Knicks on the break. Thibault with a steal. Jumps up. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Yeah, and Henderson has got some hops for sure. You cannot let him get to the rim.
Right side, Brunson. Outside Hart. Pass to Towns. Clock at 6. Drives down.
Wow!
Assisted by
And that's a powerful man right there. Towns is never going to pass up a chance to finish with authority.
Now here's Ayton. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Ayton's got his second bucket.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Back to Towns. It's all tied up in Portland. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
12.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Trailblazers in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players, to the coaches, to the front office, and the fans. They pressed all the right buttons. Yeah, they really need to double team him.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
Now here's Henderson. Pass to Graham. Here's Avdia. He takes it in, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, nice dish there by Grant. Playing unselfishly and putting the team ahead of himself.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning. Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. And there's the rejection.
Wow, great size and better positioning made that block possible from Klingen.
It's Avdia on the wing. Off the mark there with a three.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Anunoby can't get it to go. Blazers trail by three. Here's Sharp. Yet to see a basket. They set the pick. Here he goes. Not going to go that time. And some solid defense from Towns. Hart with it. Henderson picks him up. Back to Hart. Portland with a rebound.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Henderson outside. And it just seems like shelf life for head coaches gets shorter and shorter. Stan, even winning coaches aren't safe.
Yeah, even the teams in the top 2 or 3 of their conference are sometimes opting to make a change. In that kind of environment, it's a challenge to coach with any real authority.
Bridges. Inside. Here's Towns. And here's Brunson from the arc. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Up top, Henderson. Off the outside. Back to Henderson. Off the outside. Let's go with a 3. Towns with a rebound. New York leading by 3. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Henderson drives in. Can't get it to fall.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Pass to Brunson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
So both teams making some changes here. Williams with the screen. And here's Simons outside. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest that block.
To the middle. Robinson. And the shot goes. Robinson's got his first 2 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
The drive by Simons. The shot no good.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Bridges outside. Here's Brunson. Here's Robinson. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player. Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
And the Blazers making a change here. And so Simons nails both of them.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Outside Payne. Pass to Robinson. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And we're through the first half of play. Here is what's been a good one. New York out in front. They're up by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Knicks with the lead. McBride attacking. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Simons with a steal. Soft touch off the glass. Simons has got 9.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Bridges outside. Back to Hart. Outside McBride. 6 to shoot. Outside Hart. To the paint. Here's Robinson. That's tipped.
That's about as good a job you can do as a defender. Affect the shot and grab and secure the rebound.
Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. For their sake, I hope their second title comes soon. And how about the hops Bridges has? Showing off some there with the slam.
Pass to Aiden. He drives for 3. The Knicks pull it in.
Yeah, look, it's not always about height. He's showing he wants those boards.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
And slipping inside and then going for a strong finish, Bridges stuns the defense.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Bridges. Good work defensively by Thibault. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pure from three-point range.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's Brunson. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
And no matter how the D's coming at him tonight, Brunson has adapted. And that's what great scorers do. They figure it out.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Understand, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hard-working, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things. Well, defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Pass to Hart. Now here's Towns. Lots of room. They get the rebound. Outside Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, the Knicks missing.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Coach, you talk about guys who are always upping their game. How about Anthony Simons?
Well, Brian, I feel like he's one of the truly under-the-radar scorers in this league. He's put in a lot of time and work, never satisfied with himself or his game, and he just keeps getting better.
Now here's Brunson. 15 points in the game. Over Avdia. Back to Brunson. Lets the three fly. Here's Towns. And Towns slams it home.
Yeah, 6'11", 250 pounds. Towns is such a tough guy to keep off the glass.
Out to the right wing. To the middle. Back to Simons. And there's the drive. And he powers it down. Right on Karl Anthony Towns. Wow.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
To the left side wing. And it's Reith missing. And so it's New York with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone.
32.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Henderson. They set a pick. Pass to Reith. Fires the three. Buries it from 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Outside Achua. Right wing. Bridges, left side. 5 on the clock. Pass to Hart. Beyond the arc. Portland grabs the miss. To tie it up. And again, it's Portland with a three.
After being behind for so long, they must be relieved to finally get this thing tied up.
Yeah, guys, they've shown a ton of character in making this comeback. Now they've got to finish the job.
Who are you telling, B.A.? The reverse windmill? Come on now. That's just not right.
He got in that zone, and he has the ability to do it. Why not? And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Hits a three-pointer. And it's a 4-point Portland lead. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Portland.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Here's Hart. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Takes a three. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
The ball's knocked loose. Left side Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Towns for three. And it's Reith with the rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Sharp with it. And it's Brunson picking him up. Here's Kamari. 5 to shoot. And there's the screen. Pass to Reith. Fires from the wing. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
On the floor for your Trailblazer, Danny Avdia.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
To the wing on the left. To the inside. Here's Sharp. Nice catch.
I got you. You definitely asked. That's why I ain't tripping. Weak as hell, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, I could've hit a fucking shot with Aiden, so I had to take his ass out. I ain't tripping. Doo-Wop gonna hit his.
7 times the lead has changed. Neither team giving an inch.
Here's Bridges.
Doo-Wop gonna hit his, so he cool. That's why I'm gonna just keep Doo-Wop in there.
And Bridges answers, not intimidated at all by the big man.
Simons with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively.
I mean, that's clear as day at oop. Am I tweaking? That's clear as day at oop. Like, what the fuck? He think Doo-Wop a goofy or something. Alright, you think that motherfucker shot gonna fall though. Ain't no choice but to guard his ass.
Very tense moment in this game.
Shit definitely ass though, buddy. I feel you, But we on the same time, so it don't matter.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter.
Let's take it right there.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Well, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there.
That's so much space. So that's so much space to him.
Thinks he should have had that one. Even harder
He
on
still
him.
put the ball in the
Like
hands
that,
like that.
it doesn't go down.
Gets hard on the wings. Back to Brunson. Here we go. Over to the left wing. The three is up. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes.
Yeah,
He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
A huge make by Jalen Brunson.
No.
In the biggest
Not this year.
Knicks trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Not this 2K shit. I'm gonna hit that like button. Yes, sir. I wish they would make me miss a free throw, bro. It's okay. We have. We're not fouling.
It's the Knicks now.
So, yeah.
Bridges
Not
outside.
gonna do. Oh, no, foul him.
We've got an intentional
Foul him. Touch him up.
Stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
We good.
Now Brunson.
There we go, tomorrow. Peace to you, my boy, my favorite. Yes, sir. So we got Kamara down there and Jalen Brunson go lay that bitch.
Headed to overtime.
And they just on my getaway? Hold on. Alright.
And now we get set for
Alright.
overtime in what has been a stirring contest.
Overtime. Let's go here and get this shit. Should I keep him in? I'm gonna keep him out.
And coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
To the left wing. Here's Reef. And he drains the quick shot.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the
That's a
right
pump
choice.
and goat.
Yeah, and how great
Don't you
have these
think?
offenses been for these teams tonight. Just fantastic execution.
Brunson with it. Optia picks him up. Bridges outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Towns. Got a hand on it. Second chance effort. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Now on the floor for your trailblazer. Number 17.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Here's Simons. Down low. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Here's Towns.
Hey, that nigga OG and Anobi just overreading my shit. Just the weakest pass ever, right?
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the
Shit, they be funny as hell.
No good. The next
I'm
one
telling y'all, that nigga OG just overreading my pass.
Josh Hart.
Like, bro, that was a pass out of a shot. Nigga OG came from the top of the key and just. Alright, that.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in overtime. That's to Sharp. And he
That's the ball?
And his
Put it on too, buddy.
is big for Sharp in the post. He can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down the road there in his career.
here's Brunson. Uneasy.
That's my favorite. What?
Brunson's
I
got
can't see that shit.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Oh, yeah. Type shit.
Oh, misses the dunk.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench.
Like, what am I watching?
Missed dunks like that is infuriating to a coverage.
And in the big moments, Towns
Shit.
which allows him to knock down the
Listen.
important shots.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
What's the deal?
Out to Bridges.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, it was my lose to each shit. I just had to time up.
And here's Simons outside. And it's in. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings it within one. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. And Aiden pulls it down to take the lead. On the wing, Simons. From outside the arc. Another three for Portland.
Simons. Fucking shot, boy.
The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
He just knocked them bitches back to back.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Inside. Here's
No.
Anunoby.
No. Marlon, give me a timeout. Yes, sir, give me a timeout. Check it the fuck out. Man, I shoot like that shit. I just shot the ball. I don't know what you want me to say, gang. I just start rhythm shooting. You got rhythm shooting yet, then shit. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Don't know. Let me get these niggas out. Get some free throw shooters down. You only need one. That nigga Simon's crazy. He just popped them bitches back to back.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle.
I love weak shit. I thought I was gonna lose to this weak shit. Shit, I just be shooting that bitch. Like, at least it's a little different. Some of that shit kinda long, some of that shit quick. I don't be really too focused on that. I can't believe I'ma just lost to that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that shit would've just blew me. That would've just 3 threes and he only lost by 3. That shit would've just blew me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Cause he wasn't doing shit at all. But other 2K. I can't believe that. That nigga just had 3 threes, he only lost by 3. The fuck? What the fuck is she out there watching? I'm gonna go with the Celtics. Why you ain't switch teams? Oh, I'm tweaking. Stop putting your ass on the bench. They bagging Aiden to come to Orlando. That's insane. That's Twitter fans though. Orlando Magic Twitter fans.
Hey, big dog, how you hey, big dog.
Y'all know how they is.
How you become a top 100 on this shit?
How you hold on. My shit
I
low.
see you a top 100, bro.
Oh.
How you become this?
Honestly, I don't know. I've been top 100 since like the first month of 2K. After the first 2 months, I was just labeled top 100, and I've been up there ever since. But that's shit. I was just hooping a lot, and I don't be losing that much. I can't really tell you how it works. Like how you could, like I don't even know if you could even. Some niggas in the top 100 don't belong in the top 100.
The drive by Simons.
I'm gonna say that. So,
I feel like I'm gonna get in the top 100.
Slam.
but your record negative. How you gonna be in the top 100 with a negative record?
He gets up there. He gets up there. You know what I'm saying? The kick out to Wiggins. Simons with a steal.
I feel like I'm going to be.
Right, but I'm saying though, I'm trying to see how you feel like that with a negative record though.
Pass to Kamari. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided
You
pass,
feel me?
but anything could happen in the NBA.
Or you trying to focus on your blood?
That's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, the team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
And Miami has possession after the basket by Portland.
Hey, that bitch.
Now the Blazers moving it up. Takes the three. The rebound by Wiggins. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Hero outside. Pass to Adebayo. Fires in the triple.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team. The ability to knock down jumpers.
Now Portland with it. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and Coach put it simply. He said, quote, "We just got to stay on him at the arc, on the inside. We can't let him give our defenders a slip. So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to the nimble Wiggins as possible for this one."
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat staff. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
Yeah, good mechanics on Wiggins' shot right there. Now, he definitely has a natural talent for shooting the ball.
Up again. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wiggins.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Pass to Aiden. Apia from outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Fantastic decision-making. Aiden electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Wiggins outside. Hero right side.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Shoots over Simons. And again, it's Miami converting.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Simons up top. Miami making a switch here.
First personal foul. First team foul. In for the Heat.
A minute 42 left to play in the first. Here's Aiden. Adebayo grabs the board. Miami trailing. A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game, Stan, catches your eye nightly?
Well, Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
And this is what Wiggins loves to do. Get out and run and punish the defense in transition.
Back to Aiden. Puts up a three. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
.50 seconds left in the first. And he lobs it up top. Pass to Highsmith. Adebayo with it. .4 on the clock. Adebayo sets a screen. The three from Mitchell.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Afdia from outside. That shot missing. Wiggins looking around. Pass to Burks. Back to Wiggins. The three. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Portland ahead, leading by 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Portland.
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick out for an open three, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots.
Oh, Andrew Wiggins taking flight.
Yeah, what a creative dunker Wiggins is. It's really fun watching him rise up and finish with power.
And when you talk about this Portland team, Stan, they're young and talented. They have some nice pieces going forward.
Yeah, Brian, it starts with Scoot Henderson and Anthony Simons in that backcourt, but Shaedon Sharpe, when healthy, they've got some good pieces to build around.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Ware. Back to Mitchell. The 17-footer. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Back to Grant. Out left to the wing. To the left wing. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Hero for three. It's rebounded by Grant. Portland leading. Here we go, one-on-one.
And there's Henderson, just so quick. I mean, he loves to get out front.
Outside Jaquez. And there's the screen. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Burks.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
It's just that easy for him sometimes.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
It's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in there. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
I mean, people was lazy.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:57 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Hero.
Yeah,
No good. And they can't put it into the drought. Trailblazers lead by 5. Pass to Klingon. Grant attacks. And blocked. That one goes reading off the glass. He takes it in. And a big finish by Robinson.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass
Probably
you'd
not why,
like
though.
that for sure.
I forgot my sister.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Avdia, good.
Yeah, just a great find by Klingon. As he plays more and more, the game will slow down for him.
Has to wear from outside the arc.
You can see
Klingon
it.
pulls it down. Trailblazers lead by 5.
Tight shit.
Avdia with it. Hero picks him up. Outside for Grant. 3-pointer off the mark.
Everybody love goal in the city.
7-second difference between the shot clock and
You
the
gonna
game
miss,
clock.
ain't you?
Where? That's good.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do
That's,
everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Not dealing with this. I wouldn't even do. I just want to do it.
16 seconds left
That's
to
what
the second
this shit
period.
crazy.
Grant, left side. The 3 is up. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
I wish y'all could see this shit. This shit.
Hero outside. Here's Adebayo. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. We'll be right back with you shortly. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far.
That nigga's crazy.
A little mid-range shot is up. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Ayton. It's Sharp on the wing. Another 3 for Portland.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line will be a problem.
What do we do? Yeah. Gonna wrap it up.
Pass to Adebayo. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
It's so easy to get mistakes.
We've been struggling. I need to keep.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shift.